Saudi Arabia, also known as the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia with 2.85 million square kilometers, is located in the Arabian Peninsula in Southwest Asia. It is bordered by the Red Sea to the west and the Persian Gulf to the east. Saudi Arabia has a liberal economic policy. It is known as the Oil Kingdom, with the world's largest oil production and reserve, and its petroleum and petrochemical industry is the lifeblood of its economy. Saudi Arabia produces 400 million to 500 million tons of crude oils annually and export petrochemical products to more than 70 regions and countries. With petroleum revenue for more than 70% of the country's fiscal revenue and petroleum export for more than 90% of total exports. Political analysis. The political system. Saudi Arabia is a monarchical kingdom where activities of political parties are prohibited. The King of Saudi Arabia has supreme justical and executive power and has the right to dissolve, reshuffle, or appoint the cabinet and dissolve the consultative council. For the foreign relations, Saudi Arabia pursues an independent foreign policy relying on its political and religious influence and economic strength. It actively participates in regional affairs, engaging in diversified diplomacy and strengthening relations with Asian Islamic countries such as Pakistan and Malaysia. For the preferential policy, foreign direct investment in Saudi Arabia can enjoy a series of preference policies and measures promulgated by the Saudi Arabia government. Preference measures including energy supply, land for projects, corporate income tax exemption, and exemption from export duty on raw material and equipment. Economic analysis. Saudi Arabia is the world's largest oil exporting country, and its economy has been attracting attention and developing rapidly in recent years. From a macroeconomic perspective, the economic growth rate of Saudi Arabia maintained continuous and stable growth from 2013 to 2014. Due to the oil price flux since the second half of 2014, the Saudi Arabia economy continued to decline from 2015 to 2017, with the negative growth in 2017, but the recovery of oil price and reform policies to land and other favorable effects. The Saudi Arabia economy from 2018 to 2019 shows signs of recovery. GDP show moderate growth, 2019 real growth rate of 0.33%. The petroleum and petrochemical industry is the lifeblood of the Saudi Arabia economy. Saudi Arabia's annual steel production capacity is about 12 million tons. Saudi Arabia version 2013 and National Transformation Plan 2020 both use mining reform as an entry point to stimulate massive growth in the sector.
Hi, I'm Nur Hafizah, and now I will talk about social analysis. So, as we know, Saudi Arabia has been developing a Saudi Vision 2030 that will recognize the rich cultural and social heritage that distinguish the kingdom as a nation rooted in its identity as Islamic world. So, based on my findings, education, also the entertainment and cultural offering, are the important aspect in building a prosperous and civilized nation. So, as for education, it is the most important and challenging area for change. This is because the kingdom wants to attract a substantial amount of foreign investment in education to meet the country's rapid growth demand. So, education is also linked to employment opportunities. And then, second point, entertainment and cultural offering. So, cultural and entertainment are indispensable to maintaining a high quality of life. Several projects such as entertainment can contribute to Saudi economy and will result in the creation of many job opportunities. So next section will be about technology analysis. There will be 3 points that I can conclude here, which is first, artificial intelligence business, R&D and talent development are all part of the Kingdom 1 billion investment strategy. Second, in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia is the largest ICT market with more than 27 million consumers and many global companies. And last, technological advancements have led to the growth of mobile phone and computer firms, both of which have created significant employment opportunities for many individuals. The next important topic to be discussed is about doing business in Saudi Arabia. So based on my findings, the economy of Saudi Arabia is mainly based on money from oil and gas industry. So people in this country want to cut back on their dependence on the oil and gas industry to have more diverse economy. So Saudi Arabia is also improving the business climate and making it easier for small and medium-sized business to get money. Next slide is about SWOT analysis. The strength of the country is Saudi Arabia is the world leading petroleum exporter, while the weakness of the country is it is frequently reliant on oil as the primary sources of manufacturing value added in Arab oil exporters. The opportunities of the country is it is capable of increasing resilience to rising and falling oil price in Saudi Arabia, while the threats is in November 2016, Saudi Arabia's economy saw a significant drop in consumption and investment. Last point for me is about my opinion on why is Saudi Arabia is an attractive market. So for me, it is because the country has been able to draw substantial inflows of investment thanks to both investor and trade-friendly policies. And also, Saudi Arabia has a stable macroeconomic environment, minimal debt and a constantly surplus budget until 2015.
Hello madam and my dear friends, I am Shobana metric number 281068. Today I would like to present on the roles of government to boost export performance of Saudi Arabia. The Saudi government released Saudi Vision 2030 on April 25, 2016 with the objective of building a vibrant society, a thriving economy and an ambitious nation. The Saudi Vision 2030 is a concept for which a comprehensive range of socio-economic reforms have been agreed upon to meet Vision 2030's strategic objectives. Hence, Saudi Vision broadens access to global markets for Saudi products, creates employment and draws international investment. Petroleum is an essential component of the Saudi economy. Saudi Arabia is the world's largest exporter of oil. In recent decades, the kingdom's economy has become increasingly diverse and it will now manufactures and sells a wide range of industrial goods all over the world. The government is critical to industrial and economic growth. The Ministry of Economic and Planning develops long-term economic plans and strategies for social and economic growth. Not only that, but the private sector is becoming increasingly important in the Saudi economy, accounting for 11.1% of gross domestic product. The sector is anticipated to expand further, particularly as Saudi Arabia continues to make it more accessible to global investment. Saudi Arabia is the world's 19th largest exporter and the world's 20th largest import market. All economic sectors are now represented by exports. Their total invested capital is worth more than 54 billion according to the estimates. The Saudi Arabian General Investment Authority (SAGIA) regulates the sector and provides free consulting and support to private entrepreneurs as well as lists of investment opportunities. These financial institutions have provided loans to citizens for agricultural, industrial, and construction development projects. Saudi Arabia is one of the world's top 20 export and import markets with non-oil exports to 90 countries averaging around $6 billion per year. Another positive development is the government's creations of free trade zones, which is Saudi Arabia has done with a number of its neighbors. At last, the blend of the government's admittance to the more noteworthy Saudi culture and sanctuary to adjust to that culture is another evidence of foreign countries who want to work in Saudi Arabia. First, market opportunity. Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 and National Transformation Program (NTP) indicate a radical transformation from a social economy to one in which the private industry serves as the primary engine of economic development and employment creation. Upscaling information system and information system, medical services, power generation, particularly renewable energy sources, and logistics and supply chain, mining sector, tourism, and hospitality may be all be sectors of promise for US firms and businesses. Moreover, the SEC has stated that it intends to privatize all of its power plants, although the process has yet to commence. The SEC and generating firms will work together to increase renewable generation, replace aging logistics system, apply advanced technologies, and enhance global connection. Last but not least, the Saudi healthcare industry is projected to keep offering market opportunities to American companies. The healthcare industry is projected to become more accessible to public-private collaborations in the future. Increased governmental and private sector expenditure on hotel and hospitality projects is expected to holy cities. Hence, most of these initiatives are programs, but some are going to a slower rate than expected, and US corporations should approach with care when accepting contracts for mega projects. Next, let's look into the industrial opportunities. Previously, Saudi Arabia was mostly reliant on oil production industry and its subsectors. But with the adoption of Vision 2030 by authorities and citizens alike, there has been a transformation in corporate investment. There are few industrial opportunities that we can look into, such as the fruit processing industry in Saudi Arabia is well expanded and is expected to grow quickly in the next years. Saudi food consumption has been steadily increasing on local, continental, and worldwide scale with dates and seafood, and the halal industry taking a stand. This sector also derives from a well-established ecosystem that is poised to meet the increasing marketplace high integrity and escalating expectations. The food and beverage market in Saudi Arabia is the largest in the Middle East. The market is worth 42 billion and is expected to grow at a 3% annual rate through 2030. Saudi Arabia, known as the G20 economy, located at the intersection of important international trade business routes. The country's transportation and logistics industries are at core of Vision 2030's transformation plan, which aims to convert the kingdom into a worldwide logistics powerhouse. Saudi Arabia is home to one of the most evolved, liquidity sound, very much promoted and productive monetary administrations areas worldwide. As a key empowering agent of Vision 2030's desires, the area is relied upon to assume a larger part to help the improvement of the public economy, expand its types of revenue, give various well springs of financing, draw in national capital, stimulate reserve funds and ventures. The information and communications technology (ICT) areas assumes a critical part in driving development, advancement and financial plans in the United States. As a central part of Vision 2030, Saudi Arabia has set aspiring focuses to turn into an innovative and universally competitive ICT center point. Among all new areas opened by Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, none are going through more significant and apparent changes at the travel industry and leisure sector areas. The United States has made its way for worldwide leisure and travel industry without precedent for 2019, with neglected goals including enormous capacity which most likely to be in investing top travel industry market. Finally, the consumer opportunities. Saudi's products manufacturing, farming, and petrochemical ventures might be viable options for covering a significant portion of the country's international commerce with China, furthermore with the United States of America. Here are some examples of Saudi Arabia's consumer opportunities accounting to the Saudi 2030 vision. First, the government incentives. Government authorities have looked to set up a level battleground for international financial investors by giving investment law similar advantage as in-house capital. Second, let's look into the legal changes. Legal changes refers to the new law has been invited as a helpful development rather than extreme upgrade, and its net impact won't be known until it has been completely applied by pertinent officers. For example, Sagia, a cycle that might be include a further exhibit of executing guidelines. Last but not least, the final is the international center. In the shape of countries' enormous port services, existing overall connections as are follow as now of set up. Existing international organizations have now been established as the kingdom's broad port bases. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Madini Krishnan, metric number 280558. So, market entry is defined as all activities involved in bringing a product or service to a specific market, taking into account that cost of entry, potential barriers, and expected outcomes from the target market. Saudi Arabia has made significant progress in the energy sector. The Saudi Arabia Kingdom is regarded as one of the Middle East's largest oil producers and exporters. Although American exporters and companies are not required to appoint a local Saudi agent or distributor to sell to Saudi companies. We recommend that all new to market US companies consider partnering with local corporation to monitor business opportunities, navigate import and standard testing regulations, and identify public sector sales and contract opportunities. The U.S. Department of Commerce regularly assists U.S. product and service exporters in Saudi Arabia in identifying market opportunities and qualified business partners. It also assists U.S. companies with advocacy and commercial diplomacy, as well as promoting greater transparency in commercial matters and public procurement by collaborating with Saudi regulatory and standards bodies and Saudi government's institutions. Saudi Arabia possesses the world's most outstanding oil reserves. It maintains its status as one of the powerful nations in the Middle East owing to its control of enormous oil reserves. The GDP is mainly dependent on crude petroleum exports to keep the nation solvent. In reality, petroleum accounts for 70% of their export earnings. The Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, which also known as OPEC, claims that the nation produced 10.3 million barrels per day on average, with 7.4 million barrels exported each day. The crude oil form makes for a significant share of the country's exports. Also, Saudi Arabia exports polyethylene polymers to China and Turkey, among other locations. In addition, Saudi polyethylene polymers have substantial markets in the United Arab and Kuwait, Singapore, India, Italy, Mexico, Germany, and also Egypt. Polyethylene polymers are the 84th most traded commodity globally, with Saudi Arabia being the main exporter. In conclusion, Saudi Arabia has the highest GDP of any country in the Middle East. Saudi Arabia has a liberal economic policy and also is a monarchical kingdom where activities of political parties are prohibited. It also pursues an independent foreign policy. Saudi Arabia is the world's largest oil exporting country, and its economy has been attracting attention and developing rapidly in recent years. It has a rich cultural and social heritage that distinguishes them as a nation rooted in its identity as the heart of the Arab and Islamic world. It is also the world's biggest supplier of petroleum. Saudi Arabia is one of the world's 20 most powerful economies. The weakness of Saudi's economy was its high dependence on hydrocarbons despite economic diversification efforts. As a result of lower oil prices, weaker international demand, and an OPC agreement to cut output. Thank you.